Hello my dear friends, in today's video we will review chapter 3, elasticity. Market bend and twist, but how much do they respond to change? Today we will discuss what is this response. We start with the definition of elasticity. Elasticity is the measure of sensitivity. Price elasticity of demand is a measure of the responsiveness of the quantity demanded to the changes in its price. Here is the formula for the price elasticity of demand. So if the price elasticity of demand equals 1, we call it unit elastic. We see it on the first graph where there is a same change of price and quantity demanded. If the price elasticity of demand is more than 1, we call it elastic. On the second graph, we see that small change of the price leads to huge changes of the quantity demanded. The examples of elastic goods will be substitutes such as Coke, Pepsi, Fanta, and etc. If the price elasticity of demand is less than 1, we call it inelastic. On the third graph, we see that even huge change of the price will not influence as significantly on the quantity demanded. It means that inelastic goods are not substitutable, such as petrol, water, utilities. They can be unique goods. If the price elasticity of demand equals to infinity, we call it perfectly elastic. Here in the graph, price is stable and quantity demanded may change, increase or decrease. If the price elasticity of demand equals to 0, we call it perfectly inelastic. On the graph, quantity demanded stays the same and price changes. Therefore, we can underline determinants of price elasticity of demand. It can be number of substitutes, necessity, and of course, time. Moreover, there is a relationship between price elasticity of demand and total revenue. If price elasticity of demand is more than 1, then increase of the price will lead to more total revenue and vice versa. As for price elasticity of demand is less than 1, when price increases, total revenue decreases and vice versa. Under unit elastic there is no change. Moving to supply, price elasticity of supply is a measure of the responsiveness of the quantity supplied to changes in its price. Here is the formula for price elasticity of supply. If the price elasticity of supply equals 1, we call it the same unit elastic. On the graph, we see that there is a same relationship between quantity supplied and price. But here we have, instead of quantity demanded, we have quantity supplied, don't forget. Under unit elastic, there is an equal change of price and quantity supplied. If the price elasticity of supply is more than 1, we call it elastic. On the graph, small change of price leads to huge change of the quantity supply. But what about example? It will be the products where producers or sellers earn a lot from small changes of the price. And if the price elasticity of supply is less than 1, we call it inelastic. It means that huge changes of the price lead to small changes of the quantity supplied. On the graph, we can see it. The reason is that producers will not see enough logic to sell more, even if the price has increased. And if the price elasticity of supply equals to infinity, we call it perfectly elastic. Correct. Quantity supplied is stable and price may change. If the price elasticity of supply equals to 0, we call it perfectly inelastic. So price is stable and quantity supplied changes. Therefore, we also can underline here determinants of price elasticity of supply. It can be costs, time, and ability to store stock. To grab your attention, we have discussed price elasticity of demand, price elasticity of supply. Now, the third type is income elasticity of demand, which is a measure of responsiveness of the quantity demanded to, now the price, it will be income. Here is the formula for the income elasticity of demand. If income elasticity of demand is more than 0, it will be normal goods. If income elasticity of demand is less than 0, it will be inferior goods. So if income elasticity of demand is more than 1, it will be luxury goods. If income elasticity of demand is less than 1, it will be necessity. And last but not least is cross-price elasticity of demand. It is the measure of the responsiveness of the quantity demanded of the first good to the price of the second good. So here is the formula for cross-price elasticity of demand. So if cross-price elasticity of demand is more than 0, it will be substitutes. If cross-price elasticity of demand is less than 0, it will be complements. If cross-price elasticity of demand is equal to 0, then it will be independent goods. This is the end of Chapter 3 Elasticity. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and stay tuned. Bye bye.